A very long flight, but I'm here in Baku, Azerbaijan. Check it out, view from my balcony. Danced in the rain, and even as like a preteen who would normally...
To my father, you are the elite.
Ever wonder what it's like to wake up in a $50 million Manhattan penthouse, where your morning smoothie is blended with ingredients flown in from a private farm in Tuscany? Welcome to Ivanka Trump's world. First daughter, fashion mogul, and billionaire heiress who seems to have it all. But hold up, is her life really just a parade of private jets, diamond-encrusted heels, and power lunches with world leaders? Or is there more behind those perfectly curated Instagram posts? We're peeling back the velvet curtain to reveal the jaw-dropping, champagne-fueled lifestyle of Ivanka Trump. And it's way crazier than you'd expect. From $100,000 Birkin bags stacked like library books to secret yacht getaways in Croatia's hidden coves. This is the billionaire life you won't catch on reality TV. What it like to negotiate 9-figure deals before noon and still make it to a gala by dusk. Stick around, because we're spilling the tea on Ivanka's world. And it's a wild ride you don't want to miss. Ivanka Trump wasn't just born with a silver spoon. She was handed a gold-plated empire. But let's rewind to see how she turned that head start into her own spotlight. Growing up in the glitzy Trump Tower, Ivanka's childhood was anything but ordinary. Picture this: a penthouse with marble floors, 24-karat gold fixtures, and a view of Manhattan that screamed power. Her playground? The 68-story skyscraper her dad owned. Family vacations meant jetting to Mar-a-Lago, where most kids' idea of a pool party didn't involve Secret Service agents. Yet, Ivanka wasn't just sipping Shirley Temples by the palm trees. She was watching her father, Donald Trump, wheel and deal, soaking in lessons on branding and ambition. School wasn't a break from the spotlight either. At Choate Rosemary Hall, an elite boarding school, Ivanka arrived with the Trump name trailing her like a designer shadow. Imagine walking into your dorm room and realizing your roommate just Googled your dad's net worth. That's Ivanka's normal. She kept her head down, excelled, and later headed to Wharton, the same Ivy League business school her father attended. There, she wasn't just another rich kid. She graduated cum laude, proving she could grind. But the Trump name? It was both a golden ticket and a heavy weight. Every achievement came with whispers. She's just daddy's girl. Ivanka didn't coast. She carved her own path, stepping into the family business with a razor-sharp focus. At the Trump Organization, she wasn't fetching coffee. She was negotiating multimillion-dollar real estate deals, learning the art of the close. Then came her fashion brand, Ivanka Trump Collection, a line of sleek dresses and accessories that screamed boss babe. It wasn't just a side hustle. It became a multi-million-dollar business. Stocked in stores like Nordstrom. She wrote a best-selling book, The Trump Card, and became a TV star on The Apprentice, where her poised presence stood out. Sure, the Trump name opened doors, but Ivanka's hustle kept them open. Ivanka's rise wasn't about escaping her father's shadow. It was about building her own empire under its glare. From Trump Tower to the global stage, she proved she's more than a last name. What does a billionaire lifestyle really look like? For Ivanka Trump, it's a world where extravagance is the baseline and normal is a word left for the rest of us. Let's dive into the jaw-dropping details of her life. Homes, wardrobe, cars, jets, and security that make luxury feel like an understatement. Buckle up, because this is next level. First, let's talk real estate. Ivanka grew up in Trump Tower, a Manhattan icon where her childhood penthouse had gold fixtures, marble walls, and Central Park views that could stop traffic. Fast forward, and she's traded that for a $24 million mansion in Washington, where neighbors include the Obamas. Think sprawling lawns, a private cinema, and enough chandeliers to light a small city. Then there's her Miami condo at the Surf Club, a $10 million oceanfront gem with infinity pools and Art Deco vibes. These aren't just homes, they're statements, each one a fortress of opulence. Now, the wardrobe. Ivanka's closet is a fashion lover's fever dream. She's been spotted in custom Oscar de la Renta gowns, tailored Chanel suits, and Loro Piana cashmere. So soft it probably has its own security guard. Her go-to? A $12,000 Ralph Lauren dress for a gala, or a $5,000 Gucci ensemble for a casual lunch. And the accessories? Guess how much Ivanka's watch is worth? Hint, her $60,000 Cartier piece costs more than your college tuition. Her $100,000 Hermes Birkin bags, plural, are practically a collection. Each one a status symbol stacked neatly in a climate-controlled closet. Custom fittings? Non-negotiable. Her team of stylists ensures every stitch screams perfection. Transportation? Ivanka doesn't do traffic. Her family's fleet includes a $40 million Gulfstream G650 private jet. Decked out with leather seats, a full bar, and Wi-Fi faster than your home internet. On the ground, she's chauffeured in a blacked-out Cadillac Escalade with bulletproof glass. Because when your last name is Trump, security isn't optional. Speaking of security, her Secret Service detail is a constant shadow, with agents trained to blend into background while scanning for threats. Even a quick coffee run involves a motorcade. But it's not just about stuff, it's a lifestyle. Ivanka's vacations mean yacht trips to Croatia's hidden coves or ski retreats in Aspen, where roughing it includes a private chef. Her kids' birthday parties? Think petting zoos, custom cakes flown in from Paris, and goodie bags worth more than your rent. Even her workouts scream luxury. Private trainers, infrared saunas, and a home gym that looks like a sci-fi movie set. This is Ivanka's billionaire life. Homes at rival museums, a wardrobe that could fund a startup, and a daily routine wrapped in unmatched privilege. It's a world most of us can only imagine. One where excess is just a starting point. Ivanka Trump's travel game is the stuff of dreams, or maybe just straight-up envy. While we're stuck in airport lines, Ivanka's biggest flight worry is which designer luggage to take. Must be nice, right? Let's hop aboard her billionaire travel world. From exotic destinations to private jets that make first class look like a bus seat. First, the destinations. Ivanka's got a taste for places that scream exclusivity. Croatia's Dalmatian coast is a favorite. She's been spotted on yachts gliding through crystal waters near Dubrovnik, docking at hidden coves only the elite know about. Then there's Aspen, where she hits the slopes at spots like Little Nell, surrounded by snow-dusted peaks and A-listers. Private islands? She's vacationed at places like Necker Island, Richard Branson's $80,000 a night Caribbean paradise, where infinity pools and flamingo-filled lagoons are just a vibe. These aren't trips, they're curated escapes. Where does she stay? Only the best. In Croatia, she's rumored to have rented Villa Scheherazade, a $40,000 per week cliffside palace with staff who anticipate your every whim. In Aspen, it's five-star hotels like the St. Regis, where suites run $5,000 a night and come with fireplaces and 24/7 butlers. Private villas are her go-to for family getaways. Think sprawling estates with chefs, massage therapists, and enough security to rival a small army. Now the flight style. Ivanka doesn't do commercial. Her family's $40 million Gulfstream G650 is basically a flying penthouse. Plush leather seats, a dining area, and Wi-Fi that doesn't quit. Her travel entourage? A small crew of assistants, stylists, and Secret Service agents who make sure every detail is flawless. Her luggage? A fleet of Louis Vuitton trunks and Goyer totes, each one worth more than a used car. On board, she's sipping bespoke cocktails while flipping through deal memos. Because even at 40,000 feet, Ivanka's working. This jet-setting life isn't just about getting from A to B, it's a statement. Whether she's island hopping in the Caribbean or skiing in Colorado, Ivanka's travels are masterclass in luxury. For her, a vacation means private estates, elite resorts, and a jet that's more palace than plane. Meanwhile, we're just hoping our carry-on fits in the overhead bin. Ivanka Trump didn't just step into the White House. She glided in, high heels clicking, as a senior advisor to her father, President Donald Trump. But what did that role really mean? Was she wielding real power or just a polished face of the administration? Let's break down her political chapter, where billionaire glamour met global influence, and see how it stacked up against her champagne and couture lifestyle. As an unpaid advisor, Ivanka's official title was vague, advisor to president, but her access was anything but. She sat in on meetings with world leaders, from Angela Merkel to Justin Trudeau, discussing everything from trade to women's empowerment. Picture this, Ivanka, in a tailored Roland Mouret dress at a G20 summit, chatting with heads of state, while most of us are lucky to get a reply from our boss. She had a West Wing office, a security clearance, and a direct line to the Oval Office. Her focus? Issues like workforce development and STEM education, though critics argued her role was more about softening her father's image than driving policy. But how much power did she actually have? Supporters say she shaped initiatives like the Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative, pushing for female entrepreneurs worldwide. Detractors? They call her a PR prop, a poised heiress who lent a glossy sheen to controversial policies. Unlike career politicians, she didn't have a voting record or bureaucratic clout, but her last name gave her megaphone. She could nudge conversations, sway optics, and get a seat at tables most advisors only dreamed of. Still, her influence was limited by her lack of formal political experience. Some saw her as a dilettante playing dress-up in D.C. Now, contrast that with her normal life. One day she's discussing women's rights with Merkel. The next she's launching a handbag line or jetting to a fashion show in Milan. That's versatility. While we're juggling Zoom calls, Ivanka was balancing geopolitics with gala appearances, all while maintaining her Instagram-perfect brand. Her White House stint didn't pause her billionaire lifestyle. It amplified it, blending power suits with private jets and diplomatic dinners with diamond-encrusted watches. Ivanka's political role was a tightrope walk. Part influencer, part insider, all Trump. Whether she was shaping policy or just stealing the spotlight, her time in Washington proved one thing. She could navigate the world's most powerful rooms and still look like she belonged on a red carpet. Ivanka Trump isn't just a famous last name. She's a businesswoman who turned her brand into a multi-million-dollar empire. While most 20-somethings are job hunting, Ivanka was selling out Nordstrom shelves with her name. Let's unpack her business moves, from fashion to books, and dive into her net worth, partnerships, and the silent investments that keep her wealth growing. Her flagship venture was the Ivanka Trump collection, launched in 2007. It started with fine jewelry, partnered with Dynamic Diamond Corporation, and expanded into clothes, handbags, shoes, and fragrances. By 2014, it was a $100 million brand, stocked at Macy's and Hudson's Bay, with dresses and accessories aimed at professional women. Her 2013 deal with G3 Apparel reportedly earned her $16 million by 2018. But a brand faced boycotts and retailer drop-offs like Nordstrom, citing poor sales amid political backlash. Ivanka shuttered it in 2018, focusing on her White House role, though reports suggest she still earned up to $1 million from the trust in 2019. Ivanka is also an author. Her 2009 book, The Trump Card, sold modestly, but netted her at least $2 million in advances and royalties. Her 2017 book, Women Who Work, aimed at career women, added her income. Those sales were lackluster, with Penguin Random House reportedly losing $200,000. Her net worth? Estimates vary wildly, from $50 million to $800 million, with Forbes pegging it at $50 million in 2024. Her wealth stemmed from Trump Organization salaries, up to $2 million annually, fashion profits, book deals, and real estate. With husband Jared Kushner, their combined net worth nears $1 billion, including a $300 million real estate portfolio with properties like a $24 million Miami mansion. Partnerships and endorsements? Ivanka's jewelry was worn by stars like Jennifer Lopez, and her fragrance topped Amazon charts in 2017. She secured trademarks in China, raising ethics concerns during her White House tenure. Silent investments include tech startups and real estate ventures with Kushner, plus a $100 million inheritance from her mother, Ivana, in 2022. Ivanka's business acumen shines through her ability to pivot from fashion mogul to White House advisor to private investor. While her brand faced challenges, her strategic moves and family wealth ensure she's far more than a pretty face in the boardroom. Being a billionaire is one thing. Being a billionaire mom juggling state dinners and bedtime stories? That's next level. And Ivanka Trump pulls it off with trademark poise. Married to Jared Kushner, a real estate heir with a $1.8 billion net worth. Ivanka's family life blends high-stakes power with carefully curated domesticity. Let's peek into how she balances a glam with parenting 3 kids and a marriage rooted in ambition. Jared, heir to the Kushner real estate dynasty, isn't just Ivanka's husband. He's her business and political partner. His family's empire includes 666 Fifth Avenue, once a $1.8 billion gamble, and their joint ventures boast a $300 million real estate portfolio. Together, they're a power couple who've navigated White House roles, Middle East diplomacy, and Miami's elite social scene. Their 2009 wedding at Trump National Golf Club, with 500 guests and a $1 million Vera Wang gown, set the tone for their lavish life. As a mom to Arabella, Joseph, and Theodore, Ivanka shares curated glimpses. Think Instagram posts of baking cookies or beach days in pastel outfits. But she's private about the chaos of parenting, shielding her kids from public scrutiny. Their Miami mansion, with private tutors and Mandarin lessons, reflects a hands-on approach, though nannies and staff handle the heavy lifting. Ivanka's spoken about reading to her kids nightly, a ritual she prioritizes despite her schedule. Her lifestyle as a mom screams luxury with intention. She swapped late-night galas for early morning workouts in a home gym that rivals a boutique studio. Her kids' birthday parties? Extravagant yet personal, with custom cakes and petting zoos. She promotes wellness through organic meals and family yoga, aligning with her polished brand. Ivanka's family life is a masterclass in balance, glamorous yet grounded, public yet private. She's not just raising kids. She's shaping mini moguls in a world where bedtime stories come aside of billionaire ambition. Ivanka Trump's polished persona hasn't shielded her from controversy. During her father's presidency, she faced relentless criticism as a White House advisor. Critics argued she was unqualified, parachuting into high-stakes roles with no political experience. Her presence at G20 summits, rubbing shoulders with world leaders, sparked accusations of nepotism. Some called her a glorified intern with a famous last name. Ethical questions swirled, too, like securing Chinese trademarks for a fashion line while advising on trade policy. Not everyone's a fan. Some say she's all image, no substance. But let's be honest, she's handled more pressure than most CEOs. Her Ivanka Trump collection faced its own firestorm. Launched as a chic brand for working women, it raked in millions until boycotts hit. Retailers like Nordstrom dropped their line in 2017, citing poor sales amid political backlash. Supporters cried unfair targeting. Detractors said it was karma for her family's divisive politics. By 2018, she shuttered the brand, claiming her White House role demanded focus, though financial disclosures showed she still pocketed profits. Public perception? It's a split screen. Fans see her as a poised, self-made entrepreneur. Critics view her as a privileged heiress riding her father's coattails. Her actual influence, whether in policy or business, remains debated, but her ability to navigate scandals with a smile is undeniable. So, is Ivanka Trump living the dream, or is it all just optics? From Trump Tower to White House, she's built a life most can only fantasize about. Private jets, and a brand that screams ambition. But it's not all champagne and red carpets. She's faced boycotts, ethical scrutiny, and accusations of being a political lightweight. Yet, through it all, Ivanka's kept her cool, balancing billionaire glamour with business savvy and motherhood. Is she a trailblazing icon who carved her own path, or a master of branding who's leveraged the Trump name to perfection? Maybe it's both. Her story is one of privilege, hustle, and unrelenting spotlight, and she's still writing it. What do you think? Self-made icon or just riding the Trump wave? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.